Hello, everybody, and welcome to the third episode of Roll Charisma. First episode at our new home on Roll for Chaos, which is super exciting. If you haven't already, show the Twitch channel some love. I'm Shannon.
I'm Steven.
And today our guests are going to be Stratfol and RobBRolling, and it's gonna be amazing.
It's gonna be so much fun.
Best. So, but before we start with the festivities and the awesomeness, we're gonna go to MacJackalRanger with his report. Take it away, MacJackalRanger.
One almost got me. Guys, I'm a little hung up on something right now. Something about pirates. I'll call you back.
Okay, hear me out. He got eaten last week, right? So maybe blowing up in space is fine. He's fine. I have no idea how we're going to budget another space station, but hopefully he's fine. Oh man,
that's gonna go through the 2020 biennium like that.
Well, Kenny, MacJackalRanger.
Yeah, good luck in outer space. Yeah, we hope. Anyway, let's just move right along.
We're gonna have to.
Yeah, I think so. I'm not even sure if we're allowed to show that kind of thing on Twitch. Anyways, so our first guest today will be the amazing Stratfol. Let's welcome him to the studio. Strat!
Yeah! Like a drummer set so I can do the roll.
I know.
Yes!
Sound effect.
Yeah, welcome.
Thank you. It's wonderful to be here.
We're so happy you are here. It's amazing. And we kind of talked a little bit earlier that you were familiar with the way it works. I had a better word for that, but it went
the way it works.
Yeah, the way it works. How it goes. Yeah. So I guess we'll start with just asking a couple icebreaker questions. You answer. I'm not doing too good. You answer the questions, not ask them, unless you want to.
I mean, we could flip the script.
Yeah.
I guess.
Maybe I don't know this show as well as I thought.
To keep you on your toes. But yeah, so we're going to start asking you some questions. You answer them the way that you want, and then we'll just kind of roll along, and things will be awesome, and we'll get to know you a little bit better.
Roll along. I see what you did there.
Rolling. I can make a pun, but I can't speak.
I give you 3 rolls before you're disappointed in having me here.
Oh no. Oh, come on. Your shocking qualities are great. I just rolled a nat 20, so I guess he can ask us a question.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah. Do you want to read it?
Sure. Critical Role Guest's Choice. You can either ask your hosts any question on the list or make one up, and they must answer it truthfully. Or you can share any tidbit about yourself you want people to know.
All right. I think I'll ask you both a question. There's a bit of a new show we'll be all participating in just a week. A little bit something called Dreams of Stone and Silver. So I would like you to tell the audience what's the most the thing you are most anxious to show about your character.
Anxious, excited, or anxious, like
excited?
Okay.
Okay.
Well, you can choose either.
See, he's good at this. Maybe we should just have him host the show. I mean, that was well asked there. And a good plug at the same time.
Yeah, they're professional up in here.
Okay, well, on said program that will be airing here on Roll for Chaos, I will be playing Nova, who is an elf Ikata. I'm really excited. Actually, it's a new class for Aether and Steamworks that was written that I got to collaborate with the creator on. So I kind of sort of made my own class. He made it fair, which I was not super stoked about, but you know. But I'm really excited to showcase that and to play that character and to have the my little imaginary friends kick some ass. So that's what I'm most excited about.
Yes. So I am playing Kaizen. He is also a brand new race and a brand new class with a brand new world. Well, it's been mentioned, but it's been lost to time. So I'm really excited to kind of explore that past history storyline, figure out more about the planet, see if we can bring Setna back. And the character himself is going to be so much fun to play because he's the still mind. So he can wait until after everybody's turn, just dodging things and then be a badass. So I'm super excited for the new gameplay mechanics in battle and to figure more about this phantom species that we've only heard about in legend.
Yes. What about you? Let's flip the script on that. Tell us a little bit about your character.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear a dice roll for that question.
Oh my gosh, you guys, it was a -1 and it was exactly the question we just asked.
Weird, I got the same.
Whoa!
Hey, you're prepared for everything, I see. Well, my character is an old race with a old class, so really nothing new in that end. He's just a small little kobold, Kochkin, his race is called, and he's a tinkerer. He's the sort of folk that will create amazing contrivances, but his species is less about learn and study and more about acting and testing out in the field. So if he's missing a piece of a finger or a bit of his tail, well, you know that the experiment went exactly as planned.
Fair enough. I am so excited and terrified to see how you play Nohu and the Tinker thing. You always think of the best, worst things that you can do with every item and object you have. I'm really excited and scared, but it'll be fine.
I'm just excited too to play with you more. The only time I've ever actually got to play with you was the season finale of Zephyr, of which I had a lot of time razzing you and having engaged in conversation. So it's going to be fun, and I cannot wait for this stuff and this game on this freaking channel. Yes!
Way to build.
It's really fun to test not just the vitality and the life expectancy of one character, but of the whole group.
Yeah,
right.
It's always best when you have more friends around.
Naturally.
Okay, back on track. I'm gonna roll. I got an 8. What fictional world or place would you like to visit the most and why?
Oh, different. Eberron is the first place that comes to mind, specifically because if you don't know, Eberron is a setting in the Dungeons and Dragons campaign, and especially because of all the high magical environment that it has. Usually when you think and you play Dungeons and Dragons, you have the arcane classes, the mages, the wizards, the sorcerers, that sort of thing. So really what ends up happening is, well, how do you take all of those people that are able to do such amazing feats of magic and not just have like a magical city like floating on the clouds and like incredible magical artifacts that aid not just the wizards but the other mundane adventurers, and it's sort of sci-fi mixed with high fantasy magic. So I really like that sort of place.
That's cool. Sounds like kind of like a high fantasy version of Cloud City from Star Wars.
Yeah.
And then maybe like the Avatar Earth with all of everything magical. What are you furling your brow at, Steven?
I was like being embarrassed because I can't think of a certain thing that I should absolutely remember because I've only spent thousands of dollars. Dalaran!
Oh, Dalaran, yeah.
Like, wow, come on, Steven. Come on.
That does sound very cool. I'll go. Book a trip.
Yeah, I'm down. All right. Should we have ourselves a 10? If you could hang out with any cartoon or video game character, who would you choose and why?
I would choose cartoon characters. I would choose the Animaniacs, the Warner Brothers, and the Warner Sister Dot. And I just think that as long as I'm something of a bystander instead of the actual aim of all of their loony and hijinks, I will be safe for the time being and just enjoy their company.
Yes. You just nailed it. It's my favorite cartoon of all time. You've seen the remake? Yes, it's really good.
Just bits and pieces.
Oh my gosh, yes. Give it a watch. It is so up to date and modern and about, world events going on. And I died a few times. That's my jam. I could sing the song right now, but I won't.
Yeah.
Right at the moment, yes.
Well, maybe for the closer, you guys can sing us into the outro, singing the Animaniacs.
I'm not opposed.
All right, well, let's see. Do we want to do more icebreakers or do we want to start going into the lightning round?
I would say let's do one more icebreaker, and then we'll hit it with the lightning.
You good with that, Strat?
No, but
okay. Fine.
I really like being confronted.
Let's go 5. What fictional family would you be a member of and why? Doesn't have to be like standard family.
Fictional family, standard family. I would go with Avatar: The Last Airbender, Aang's family. I believe that with all his sisters and brothers that they have, like they make a lovable family that, well, as they grew older, they had to spread apart. But as we saw in Korra's adventure, they came together in the end.
Aww, that's very good. I like that.
And I'll probably be able to bend the air or some other element, and that's a bonus.
Yeah, bending would be a bonus for sure. I wouldn't mind any of them, honestly. I think I have preferences, but any of them sound fine. Okay. Right. Steven, do you want to roll where we start on the lightning round? And then we're just going to do the random or really lightning quick questions that always go off on tangents. So
always go off. So
lightning round and super lightning round.
That's right.
Super lightning. We read the questions fast, but you don't have to answer them.
Yes, that. So we are going to start on the second half on number 21.
Okie dokie. I'll start. Would you rather cuddle a baby panda or a baby tiger?
Baby panda.
Baby panda.
Name one of the 7 dwarfs.
Sleepy.
Although everybody. Would you want to live forever?
Yes, but as long as I have a way out.
Oh, that's actually my caveat too. I've thought about that. Like, yes, as long as it wasn't like eternal torture and I could go to sleep when I wanted to.
Would live forever, but like if you get murdered, per se, it's a way out, right?
At some point, your curiosity is satisfied as to how the world is coming along, and well, you just need to go somewhere.
It's always nice to just know that the door is available, even if you never use it. But just like psychologically, I can if I want. I can leave anytime. Yeah, totally.
Let us see what your favorite type of tea is.
I don't drink tea. That's disgusting.
Favorite version of coffee?
Beverage?
Oh, cream and coffee. Iced coffee, to be more precise.
Ooh, yes. All right.
Yes, iced coffee. Are reindeer real creatures?
Yes, they are.
That was cheating. He's already seen the past 2 episodes.
We probably already knew that before.
I'm sure. Where are we? How many cups of coffee do you drink per day?
1 or half of one.
That's healthy.
Yeah. Me
If you
too.
had a band, what would the name be?
That's I don't have an answer for that. I don't have an answer for that. That's my band name.
Oh, that's a good name. I don't have an answer for that. They rock. They rock.
They're so good. What's your favorite carnival food?
Oh, that candy, the little sugary candy that is.
Cotton candy?
Cotton candy, yes.
Yum.
I love
Yes.
to eat it. It just melts in my mouth, and it's a pain to wipe it off afterward. But
I can only imagine it would get stuck in the facial hair.
Right.
I don't have that problem, but
Quick question. Is there a difference in flavor between the pink and the blue cotton candy?
I don't see it really. I would say that the pink one is just a bit sweeter.
I think that there's supposed to be a flavor
Okay.
difference.
I can't tell.
Yeah, if it's cotton candy that you actually find from or buy from a legitimate store that sells candy, it will. There's a world of difference. But carnival candy, the one that they make with the same stuff they find, I don't know, the back of some trucks, you don't really taste the difference. You're just
Sugar doesn't go
hoping you don't. You're just hoping you don't get sick.
Yeah.
But you do.
Right.
It's like sugar webs. That's literally like sugar cobwebs, and it's so good.
You're just happy you taste the sugar and move on.
That's
Right,
it.
and then you get all cracked out and go, I'm gonna go on carnival rides now. Ah! At least that's me. I don't know.
Make sure he called it the flavor is sugar. Yeah.
The flavor is sugar. That's great. It's sweet. Would you eat a day-old taquito from 7-Eleven?
I would, because I have never eaten 7-Eleven. That's not something that there is from.
Oh.
So, yeah, I was actually going to ask you about that. But yeah, 7-Eleven's just like a cheap convenience store that has crappy food made from mostly preservatives. You know, like the late at night, you're drunk and hungry.
I mean, I'll taste anything the first time. So really, taquitos are like the usual and the norm around here. So I'll eat.
Oh yeah. Oh
I
man.
love taquitos.
Yeah. Dark chocolate or milk chocolate?
What was the first one? What chocolate?
Dark or milk?
Milk chocolate.
See, that theory also holds so far, too, that men prefer milk chocolate and women prefer dark chocolate. There's always going to be exceptions. But,
Yes, naturally.
quick, Strat, say something cool.
Stratfol.
At least I didn't say something humble.
Oh, that's awesome.
Are we ignoring you, Ty, or can they hear you? Okay,
Oh,
I'm
okay.
ignoring no one.
We're ignoring no one. How would you rate your karaoke skills on a scale of 1 to Mariah Carey?
I'll think really good.
Oh yes, you can serenade me all night.
Wow. That was amazing.
Is that
And that will be the first single on his album, I Don't Know.
I don't have an answer for
I don't
that.
have an answer, sorry. Terrible host, can't even get away with you.
Working
you
so
might have
hard
just-
to get our name out there.
You might have just named their first album. I don't know.
Yeah, yeah. I don't have an answer. I don't know.
Yeah,
First single.
it's perfect.
We are marketing gold right here, people.
That's right.
Oh well, here actually.
Sponsors.
Yeah, right. We're looking. So this actually goes very well with the previous sound that you made. Using your best high-pitched voice, order a coffee from me.
Yes, hello. Is this a coffee shop?
It is, yes.
I would like to ask for one tall macchiato of the Gal family.
There.
Please.
All right.
Side note.
He makes a joke, you know.
That's right. He's stuck. He's never going to go back to his normal voice.
If I ever run across a Degile coffee vendor in Aether and Steamworks, I surely hope that's how they take my order.
Yes.
I wonder how the Myceno swamps came to be, and it's all waste of the Digal family Digal box. Like,
You know, I wouldn't be surprised.
It's just like swamps of coffee grounds and paper cups and all that. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Dang corporations.
Damn you! Lord of the Rings or Harry Potter?
Lord of the Rings.
Oh, would you trade in your pet for $1 million or some million in currency?
No, I would not.
Oh, yeah, good.
That's the right answer.
That is the right answer. Also, your dog legitimately, like, I don't think I could look at your dog without, like, smiling. It's the cutest freaking thing. He is the cutest dog. It's ridiculous.
Oh my
He's
gosh.
He's like a little twig, a tree twig that has like a bunch of leaves all around it, just pointing like electricity, like when you fluff your hair, like electric
Static?
current, static electricity. Yes, like it's constantly static electricity.
That's currently in a state of, or constantly in a state of shock.
Currently, constantly.
Well, currently was a pun on, but I wasn't being that clever. I just screwed up.
I got you. Have you ever LARPed or wanted to go LARPing?
I have not LARP. I've just watched some friends LARP, and I'm good. Thank you. Before, when I was younger, a teenager, sure, I would have killed to do that.
Yeah, that's when I did it.
Kill.
Yeah.
Before you get that sense of, I don't know, you start caring about how you look as a, mid, 30s person.
Oh, jeez.
I'm a wizard.
Life, what have you
Not
done?
that I'm judging. I think it would only take just a little bit of alcohol, and I would be throwing magic balls.
Oh, sure. I'm not saying I wouldn't do it now because I'm embarrassed or like I care what people think about what I'm doing out in my backyard. I'm just saying because last time I did, I went to see some friends doing that in the woods. I ended up like super sick. I was to the point of freezing to death because we were camping, and I felt I had like a high fever, and I don't know what I got.
Damn.
Oh.
Yeah.
I mean,
But
that's
I
some
don't miss
serious
it
LARPing. I mean, you guys were like survival LARPing.
Extreme LARPing.
I was just with some friends of my sister that were the older guys that once as a kid you want them to like you, and I was just being the kid brother that was joining them, and I just watched from afar as they did their thing, and for some reason I ended up like super sick at the outdoor, and I don't know why, but that's the only reason why I don't want to do it anymore.
Oh, okay, that makes. Yeah, getting sick with the memory. What was the name of your childhood stuffed animal?
I did not have a childhood stuff.
Did you have a toy or an action figure?
Nope. Well, I had action figures as a normal kid, like toys, superheroes, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, that sort of thing. But I didn't have like a special one that I name.
Fair. Go ahead, Steven. We have these last two, and then we're gonna. Yeah, I know.
Are you scared of the dark?
No.
Who is your biggest celebrity crush?
I don't care about celebrities, but
You're so awesome.
yeah, I would say the Glitz Gamer. That gal is like super cool.
Yes. I want to throw roses at you right now.
Me too. Good flattery. He just wants to stay on the show longer. That's what it is.
Awesome.
Okay. Well, you can. I'm all blushing now. So, Steven, you can take it away.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so let's move on to seeing other than the upcoming game that we have going on. Do you have anything else happening out there? What are you on? What are you doing? Where can we find you? What's going on?
Well, I'm not doing much at this moment. I am my Twitter tag, as you can see, is StratfolDICE, and I just at the most I reply to every little game that our wonderful people here at Roll for Chaos happens to have every so often. So I'm just a humble man, just joining whenever I can to any sort of tabletop or RPG that I can get my hands on.
And we are super glad that you do, because you bring so much to every game that you're in. So always want you to come back. And I'm glad I get to play a game with you again, because there was that hiatus. So it's going to be awesome. Strat, thank you so much for coming on the show and hanging out with us and being part of our community and being our friend. And yeah, we will see you soon. We're going to go ahead and go to our break. And when we come back, we will have RobBRolling and we'll have some more fun.
Bye, Strat.
Thank you for having me. Bye.
Yes.
Welcome back. No, sorry, a little much. Welcome back.
I was into it.
Welcome back. We from our break, we now have a RobBRolling here.
I like the idea that either my middle name or last name is RobBRolling.
RobBRolling. I assumed it was. Yeah. It's not? That's not what it is?
Wait, what?
Yeah, my full name is Robert Bartholomew RobBRolling. Yeah.
Okay, that was legit my exact assumption.
How
Yeah.
did they know?
Listen, I just have that face, I just
You
have
do.
like,
You have a my middle name is Bartholomew face.
oh, that should have been my senior quote. Okay.
we all have regrets. It's okay.
We're good.
So we're gonna do this thing that we do on the show, where we do these icebreaker questions. We ask you the stuff, you answer the stuff, we chat, we talk, we tangent.
We do the things. It's great.
Do we do the things with the stuff or the
That's
things
right.
we play? Okay.
See,
Yeah.
you got
And you
this.
know what? If you want to do the stuff with the things and the things with the stuff, but just let us know. This is
It's
about
cool.
your comfortable level, okay?
That's right.
Wait, we're getting a little advanced for me here, but let's just go forward and see how it goes.
Let's just roll. Just go with it. All right. I will roll the first die for the first icebreaker question, unless
Roll
you
it.
have a die handy.
I sure do. I have a metal one, so it can be nice and intimidating.
Yeah,
Yes.
I can get around.
Everyone, cover your
Oh.
ears.
It's a good
No, it
sound.
wasn't too bad. 8.
All right. What
Lord.
fictional world or place would you visit and why? The second 8 minute.
So if I tell this is the kind of cheating answer, I'd go to a D&D May roll because I could make a pact and get magic powers, and then I could come back here and have magic powers. I could give up something to a demon or something that's only relevant on this plane. And
So this begs the question first, before you go too far, what would you be willing to trade
Yeah.
for magic powers?
I would just basically, I'd give up whatever the demon wants, contingent of while I'm on this plane of existence, because theoretically, this thing wouldn't necessarily know I'm not from, Eberron or whatever. I could just be yeah, for as long as I stay in this plane of existence, you own my soul. And then the instant I go back home, I still have magic powers.
Cheater. You just life.
I mean,
life.
that was
Okay,
fantasy
listen,
hacking.
I haven't thought about this. This isn't a thing I
This
think
is a
about.
new thing. You never thought of it before. Uh-huh.
When you're a DM, sometimes you have to think of how to trick people and how they might worm their ways out of paths.
When you're a DM, but never as a player.
No,
Don't
never.
ever trick. Or
No, I would never, Tyson. Just move on. No.
we'll go to the next question.
It's up to you to roll the next die. We're still stuck
All right,
on this
all right.
question.
Yeah, roll it. Roll it. Live up to your own name.
What happens if I roll an 8 again?
Then
Reroll.
Reroll.
Okay. 17. Kind of
17.
voting for another 8.
If you could have a real life animal for a pet, what would it be and why?
A real life animal for a pet.
Any real life animal.
Any real life animal for a pet. It feels boring, but I love dogs. I just really love dogs.
That is a
My
totally fine
wonderful
answer.
partner has a beautiful, adorable dog named bear who I love to the ends of my heart. But if we could somehow magically create a dog that bear would get along with, which is not probably possible, then I would 100% like. And I heard what kind of dog.
What kind of bear?
What kind of bear? Although bear, if it was domesticated, would be a pretty good kind of pet, I feel like. But I love beagles, and the reason is when I was a little kid, I had to read Shiloh.
Oh no,
but the like book cover of the particular like version that I read had a picture of a beagle jumping up at like you.
Yeah, I remember that cover.
I'm like, I don't know why, but like I emotionally connected to that dog. Not the like dog in the book, but like that picture of a dog, and forever since
That
I've loved it.
Shiloh.
They're very floof. Oh my god. I mean, what is it with teachers? And I mean, I get literary. I'm a literary major. Literature. I love it. Why? Literary. I'm college educated.
You're a literal literary litigator now.
Look at you go.
Literator. I literator. I don't litter kids. I don't know why they decide to take when you're the emotionally raw and like unable to process your emotions, and then make you read books about dying animals. Like, who the fuck decided that should be a thing?
It was like,
sorry, that's Shannon going on a tangent. Old Zeller. Freaking where the red fern grows, I'm still not okay.
No.
It can't hurt you anymore. So.
Yes, it can.
And now so many books have been pulled that we had to read when we were a kid. It's like only the sad ones are left. I need to add to that collection.
Oh my God. Okay, you can roll another die before I'll talk about this all.
14.
Besides people, what 3 things would you make sure to bring with you to a deserted island?
Why would you bring people?
Because people will always, I want to give people the idea that they don't have to be like, oh, well, my girlfriend, of course, because if I say not then I will be in trouble. But
we
like
all got stranded together.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, an internet connection, a laptop, and a power source. I like beaches, so let's just make it work.
Well, now that SpaceX has the Wi-Fi, right?
Yeah,
You just bring a little box with you.
Yeah.
This actually sounds nice. We should do this.
It's a permanent vacation.
And then we just have to get a Tesla roof for our hut, and boom, because of solar.
Mr. Musk, if you would like to fund a project, we're here for you.
Island, sponsored by Tesla.
Yeah.
I love it. I on my Twitch channel have a like a reward for channel points where you can make me like promote a product, whatever product. I'm not above. I can stoop as low as the bar needs to go here, corporations. Nice. Facing out. Look. We're gearing up here. We're gearing up.
It. If I don't have a Cherry Coke sponsorship by the end of my lifetime, I will refuse to die.
And Cherry Coke is doing a lot of things wrong.
Yeah.
Exactly. Don't be dumb, Cherry Coke.
Honestly.
Okay, let's go on to, since we're already tangenting anyway, the lightning round. The lightning round.
Need be unfocused? Unheard of.
No
I mean,
way.
I'm trying so hard. You know, because we're all charming and charismatic, and that's what really matters.
Is it?
Yes.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, I hope.
One might say we're on a roll with our charisma. Wink to camera.
I see what you're doing there.
Oh my goodness. Okay, well, we're gonna start at the beginning of the list. See, this is me. I'm roping it in. I got this. I got it. Wrangle it, and then I totally got it.
And cats, Shannon, we love it.
When a kitten, I'm also a cat. I'm like, I'm gonna herd you over here, and squirrel. So the lightning round, again, we all know this. I don't know how much I would need to repeat, because then we'll have people that aren't watching. So in the lightning round, we're gonna rapid fire questions. The point is for you to do the first thing that pops into your head. We will tangent. We will go on journeys. Just go with it.
The journeys, yes.
I'll start. Do you cover your eyes during a scary part in a movie?
No, they don't really affect me that much.
Yeah, soulless like me. I like it.
Yeah, pretty much. I also have never cried at a movie. Literally.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Really?
I have a very
Have
hard
you
time
cried?
crying.
She's like,
Okay.
I'm a
Yeah, I
sociopath.
cry.
It's
Yeah,
cool,
I
you guys.
cry, but like because of like real life stuff that happens. Not,
Yeah.
you know, I think it's
Yeah.
part of it is my brain when I'm like watching something, it like can't disconnect from like this is a like
Yeah.
fiction.
That's me with horror too. Yes.
I
Yeah.
was actually, that happened to me with horror as soon as I kind of figured out how it was made. Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
It's not scary anymore. There's still some things that get me, and I will cry at the drop of a hat. So I don't really identify with that when I'm watching a movie. I'm like, oh my god.
And question number 1. We are off on a tangent, ladies and gentlemen.
What do
Is
you
that a record?
Maybe
Aha! I'm gonna call it a record because I need a win here.
you can
Yeah,
have it.
there you go.
It's yours.
Invisibility or super strength?
Invisibility.
Slam bam.
So we'll have a question from our previous guest there. The next question for Rob. Do you know what feelings are?
I sure do.
Okay.
Sometimes I wish I didn't.
Fair.
I just can't cry. Doesn't mean I don't feel sad. Woohoo!
Truth.
Moving on.
Come on, let's go. Sorry. I'm not qualified for this kind of show.
Favorite
Not
Disney?
Oprah.
Oh, I'm not Oprah. Favorite Disney or Disney adjacent princess?
Meg.
Megara.
Megara
Okay.
is the best Disney princess.
I love it.
This makes sense. I could see that, and I could see a resemblance in a person that you care about as well. If I think about it.
That's just the best.
Yeah. Yeah.
One of the few Disney princesses who doesn't take no shit.
She does not. She got herself handled. Dawn or dusk?
Ooh, dusk, because dawn is right in the early morning, and
Okay.
we don't like mornings here.
I know people always say that you only pretend to be evil in characters, but you're picking all the dark answers. Tell us.
I'm not a morning person. If that
You're
makes
only
me evil,
on the fourth
then-
question.
then most people are evil. So you hear it here first, folks. Steven's calling most people evil.
Hey,
I mean,
hey, I'm right there with you. So, hey. Hey. What children's movie could you watch over and over again?
Ooh, I mean, there is Hercules. If that isn't a shock here, given
I'm
my other
sensing a
answer.
theme.
Yeah, I mean,
Mhm.
did I also emotionally connect to that as a child? Yes. Princess Bride, though, 1000%.
Oh, for sure.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
So I must
Perfect
admit,
movie.
definitely bawled my eyes out to like most of Hercules. Like there's, like Somewhere I Belong, that whole song, like Somewhere I Belong too. You know?
Uh-huh. Yeah, that was my like senior recital song. Like I took voice lessons all through high school, and I did a different song. Each one has like a kind of special place in my heart, but that one is like the crown because it was my senior one, and yeah, identify it with it in a lot of ways too. So
Yes. Okay.
That's insight. Favorite junk food? More fluffy question.
ooh, there's just so many.
It's hard.
Yeah, I mean, I think I'm gonna have to go with the thing that I just cannot stop eating, which is like goldfish. I just like
Gone
cannot
goldfish.
Yeah, you love the fishes because they're so delicious.
exactly. It's
Makes
not
sense.
right bad.
Now, are you into the like regular standard ones? Are we like talking like the rainbow colored ones, or the extreme blasted goldfish? Like,
I'm not too picky. Generally, I mean, my bread and butter, or I should say, cracker and butter, is like just the good old fashioned orange guys.
Mhm.
good
but I'm not
old
picky.
standard.
Yeah.
Love it. Oh my goodness. What is your favorite childhood TV show?
Ooh, honestly, really loved Jimmy Neutron as a kid.
Jimmy Neutron was cute.
Yeah. It at this point now, where animations come, looks pretty jank, is the way I'll put it. But it's still got some good jokes in there, and
I don't know what it is, but actually Jimmy Neutron, like Shannon's kids remind me of him. Like, I can just picture them as little Jimmy Neutrons.
They are. They're off like
now-
flying to the moon while we're like got like aliens on our. We just don't know.
I now picture just like a family portrait, and it's just like 3 Jimmy Neutrons, just like
That's it.
exact copies.
That's it.
Oh, little Jimmy Neutron. I got lost because I was
Number
thinking of my children as Jimmy Neutron. Favorite season?
Favorite season? Spring. I love just getting out of winter. I love the weather because it's like nice and warm. At least here in the Midwest, it's nice and warm. But if you get too warm, there's always a nice breeze to cool you down, which is like nature's AC.
I'm liking it. Last costume.
I think that would be Keta, actually. Keta Haith.
Keta.
On the last Day 3rd Steamworks game I was on.
We could
That
talk
was
all episode about
everyone's
that character.
favorite character.
Yeah, I was about to say.
You'll love to hate him.
You know what? That is so true. It takes a lot to play a character that like people really want to hate very vehemently.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing. I mean, so I'm by choice a forever GM most of the time because I love running TTRPGs. If you didn't know from the fact that my screen name for a long time was Robert the GM, and so when players tell me like I want to kill this individual, I hate this individual, just like vehemently, I'm like, okay, I did a good job. Like this isn't just like a throwaway villain. So
It's true.
I mean, in a way, I felt a bit honored.
I mean, villains are normally likable,
Yeah.
and you literally were able to be a villain.
Yeah.
Just so sleazy and hateable, and I hate you for it. Yeah.
And honestly, it didn't hit me how just how terrible a person it was until a bit more into the season as things developed.
You're like, what have I done?
A little bit. What have I created? But like, I listen. I will.
God said you were a monster.
Yup.
I am nothing if not someone who will commit to the bit. So.
You know what? I could definitely vouch for that at this point. That would be something I would say is accurate.
I'm not about to duck out when the going gets tough, okay?
I couldn't have done it. I would have been like so sad at some point, and I'd be like, "Why everybody hates me?" And I can't even ask why because I know why.
I could have, but someone restored my heart. Move on. I know.
Cake or pie?
Ooh, cake. Love me some frosting.
You know, yeah. I like the cake.
Me
We had
too.
this conversation with Manda too. She said like very small amount of cake, large amount of frosting.
Like one of those bunt cakes.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm
I
much
need this
more.
much cake with the frosting scraped off. That's how thin I need it.
Yeah. Maybe a ganache. Like I'm more of a ganache fan, or like
Yeah.
maybe a really thin, delicious flavored buttercream. But it's got to be like a really. I'm a snob. I think that's what that is. Too much Great British Baking Show, and now I'm just.
Do you like cream cheese frosting? Just for the record, if anyone's ever going to make me a cake.
Just gonna put that
Birthday's
energy
in
out there.
September, everyone.
It's December!
I said that. What did I say?
September.
Oh. It's in June. That's when it is. It's in May. What month is it?
It's in a month.
It's cool. Whatever.
Sorry, man. I know your birthday is your Sagittarius, man.
Rob, what is your favorite ice cream flavor?
Ooh, so I'm a big fan of mint chocolate chip, but I'm a bigger fan of the ones that are like the mint chocolate chip flavor, but without chips, where it's just like it tastes like mint chocolate chip, so you don't have to deal with all the like chunks. Like
See, chunks of ice cream. Ew.
I like chunks.
I can handle them in the right ice cream.
I don't like
Mint
chunks.
chocolate chip works for me, but like I prefer a nice smooth. Well, because like if I'm getting an ice cream cone, like I want a nice smooth like.
I want to lick it.
Right.
Yeah,
No,
and if
because-
it's
With my
chunks, it's like-
spoon, too. You see my spoon?
if it's a spoon, then I can deal with chunks a lot better. Then let's put some brownie bits in there. Let's put some butter.
Am I the only person that bites at their ice cream cone? Like literally, I'm
She's
like my
I'm biting at my.
My teeth will riot. No thanks.
You lick an ice cream cone, you risk licking it off of the cone.
I mean, I bite the shell.
Like I will like chipmunk it and put it down and then eat it. Like it's not
My
sexy.
teeth would die. Oh, come on, focus. What's
Yeah,
going on?
But also
I don't
then
know.
there's less time. Like if you lick it, it's a slower process, so you can enjoy the ice cream for longer.
I don't
I'm all
have that kind of
looking up to
patience.
desserts.
I just
like
don't have that.
like that.
I like to whip it into a swirl that's delightful, and Chunks get in my way to do that.
Oh, what? Doesn't it make a nice chunky soup at the end of the ice cream? It's delicious.
Yeah, chunky soft serve, no queen. Mm-mm.
Well, not soft serve. That's just
That's
weird.
basically what it whips into, right? Okay, whatever.
All right. Well, we got into like 8 questions, 9. If you, well, I guess we already talked about this. Aside from Meg,
Okay.
have you had a crush on a Disney character? If so, who?
Yes. Like not like a super big crush, but like the aunt from Big Hero 6 is like, I don't know.
She's great.
amazing.
The one with the oh yeah. She's got Mochi,
She's
the
amazing.
cat.
Yes.
Yeah.
She's wonderful.
She's super upbeat and adorable.
And she takes such good, and she loves Hero so much,
She
and it just is such a
does.
good relationship. And
She does.
She's
And she's gone through so much loss because I mean she lost her like family, like her
Yeah.
sister or brother. I don't remember who's
listen, I really admire people who can stay really positive in adverse situations. Like,
Yes.
it's very hard to stay positive in the world sometimes. So
There's a
people
lot
who
of shit coming at you.
consistently do it, bees, are pretty impressive to me.
For sure.
Called
Cycle
out.
breakers and positive thinkers.
Mm-hmm.
Do you prefer to play tank, DPS, or heals?
DPS, the only good healing is knocking out the damage sources. Let's go, people.
Yeah.
That was almost the exact same answer that Niffer had.
I mean,
Just
Niffer
kill
and
him
I
before-
have a lot of the same brain cells, not gonna lie. Listen, I mean, healing's cool, but maybe it's just 5e that's kind of broken me in this respect. But the only good healing is the healing that gets someone from unconscious to conscious. Like
That's
at
not
the end of
wrong.
the day, you could heal people up, but like one big hit, one lucky roll could still take them down. It's better just take down the enemies.
I
Goodbye.
don't disagree. I mean, yeah. Do you believe in fate?
No, I think the universe is just chaos. I think things just happen because that's the way the things fell. Like that's just like why'd the cookie crumble that way? Cause like there's laws, but like overall there's no fate that is over those laws.
I got
That's
it.
fair.
Yeah. I'm kind of in the
Fair.
same.
Which is not comforting, but like
No, I like to consider myself a romantic nihilist, so I'm kind of like
Yeah.
in the same vein.
100%. It's like, yeah, there's no like fate guiding us towards good, but like you can try and guide yourself towards
Yeah,
another.
you
Yeah.
find your own meaning and make things happen, but that doesn't mean luck's not a part of it, or luck
Yeah.
being like
I
just
mean,
shit's gonna happen.
Most of luck is like preparedness, right? Like in being in the right place at the right time. Like
Preparedness,
what this is true.
mitigation, and then random happenstance. Because I mean, if you have no idea if you're standing, on Park Place in the middle of the day and a toilet seat from outer space comes and squishes you and you're dead. Like you really
Yeah.
couldn't prepare. It wasn't really your fault. Not a whole lot you could do,
Just
Yeah.
was what it was.
right?
I mean, yeah, I play a lot of strategy games. It's not about preventing all bad outcomes because unless you're playing a really easy game, which life is not, you can't do that. It's about
Mhm.
mitigating risk and mitigating the bad outcomes, right?
Right.
Yes.
Um,
Joe, what song on the radio do you sing along with every time?
On the radio, I don't
It could
listen
be any
to
song.
like,
yeah, I know we
Um,
don't. That's kind of
so-
dated. I should change that because, like,
Yeah.
who the fuck
I
listens to
mean,
the radio anymore?
I used to listen to the radio for my college because the like college radio station was like a big thing and had some friends that were a part of it. But in my car, I have a gift from a longtime friend, the Hamilton soundtrack. And
Ah,
through my time in college, I sang it all so constantly.
if you could play any role in Hamilton, who would you play?
Ooh, I mean, listen, there's so many good options. Because of the show, I would say being King George. because
Yes!
that-
Right? I was hoping you'd say that.
Listen, I can sing You'll Be Back.
I love
Kill
it.
your friends and family to remind you of
My love. Da, 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 da.
Oh my god.
He gave back his power. I wasn't aware that's a thing a person could do.
I also would not mind being Samuel Seabury from the beginning, from the song right before You'll Be Back. Just, hi, I'm Samuel Seabury. I'm a free thought on the proceedings of the Continental Congress.
I will hire you in that role. That's fine.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Next time I'm directing a Broadway show.
Next time.
Have you ever worn socks with sandals?
No.
You seem like a socks and sandals kind of guy.
I'm a socks all the time. I'm a socks all the time guy. But I'm not
Okay.
Socks.
You don't slip those Birkenstocks over them.
No.
Do you wear sandals at all?
If I can help it, no.
Oh,
Just a shoe. I'm gonna keep my feet covered kind of guy.
gotcha. I want to let my feet free.
Keep them warm. Keep them safe and cozy.
Some of us live where it gets 120 out, so.
Well, if that's a problem, you could always come here and enjoy the snow. So
No, I love the snow. Why would I do that?
Trades.
I would come. The snow left me. Thank you, climate change. So it's been a while actually since I got to play in the snow. So I did not leave the snow.
Not right now, but there's usually plenty around this time.
It was like, it's not me, it's you, and then just left.
Oh,
Hey, Rob.
yes.
If Voldemort offered you a hug, would you accept?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hugs are important, and if Voldemort needs a hug, he really must need a hug. You know.
Like if he's asking for one.
If Voldemort's asking a Muggle for a hug, he fucking needs a hug.
I thought you were gonna say a Muggle for a huggle, and then but that's what my brain filled it.
If he needs a huggle from a Muggle,
Right.
then he's going through some stuff.
It's gotta be bad.
That's true.
Can you also imagine if you're Voldemort, right? You're a serial killer, all right? And then somebody denies you a hug. There's no further rock bottom, right?
That's true.
He tried to kill a baby.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean,
if you there's no coming back from being denied a hug.
wouldn't you just give him a hug so he doesn't like how bad I've been down for you?
Exactly. It's also
don't
like
have that
a preservation thing, right?
Yeah.
But at that point, couldn't he just give you a hug and then stab you in the back?
Well, yeah, but I mean,
Yeah,
if he's like, hug me, I'd be like, oh.
Yeah, but Shane, I don't think you consider how good I can hug.
Oh, that's fair. I mean, I haven't. I don't.
I know.
I hope
Actually, I'm
someday. I hope someday.
Someday, for sure.
One day.
One day, when there's no pandemic, we'll have a giant get together, and you're all invited.
We're gonna live in a commune.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm
deserted
down. Let's
island.
build this compound.
Everybody but Rob will be wearing sandals.
Tesla electronics.
But I'll be wearing one of my many Hawaiian shirts, so I'll still be in the vibe.
Oh, don't forget Bees either. He's amazing at hugs, so maybe we need to have a hug off.
Would it just implode? Like the universe is like Rob and Bees because they hug so well. It's just
Wham!
And then from the center, the world ends up imploding in one giant hug.
It swallows the entire universe, and bam, new Big Bang, new existence.
That's how that happened.
I love the idea that theoretical physicists have been trying to figure out the Big Bang for so long, and then turns out it's just a really, really good, solid hug between two bros.
It's true. I think that's what it is.
That is a headcanon I can get behind 100%.
Yes.
I accept that reality as truth.
The idea that the hug destroys itself and then recreates a new universe to then lead to another hug.
And the beauty of it, we cannot be proven wrong.
Yeah,
It's true. Prove us wrong. We dare you.
We don't know how.
a little ways away from each other. So
We don't know.
We get cameras. We have big publicity things. See what happens.
yeah, make it a whole press event. Roll Charisma presents the end of the world.
Yeah, well, we'll be out there as news anchors. We're standing here at the Stadium of Ra with tens of thousands of people anxiously waiting for Rob and Bees to hug.
If you are confused at micro black holes being made at the Large Hadron Collider, you may want to look away.
It's called the Hugularity. Yeah.
Hugularity. Hashtag Hugularity, everyone.
Hugularity, get it started. We know when the world's gonna end. It's when
Yep.
they beat.
I want to smash those particles together.
That's that particle.
Boy, that's typically smashing.
I'd make that isotope. I'll tell you what.
I think we've gotten to the end of those, correct?
So non-tell me anything means it's time for one more question, right?
That's
Right,
true.
but we went through
No,
them.
we started on 21. We do still have a little bit more. Mhm.
All right. I guess it's mine. Is double dipping at a party ever acceptable?
Kids, I need you to look at me. Never in your life should you double dip. It's disrespectful. It's unhygienic. It's rude. And if you do it, you're basically cut a haith.
Oh, shit. Okay, could they hear that?
Is it here, God?
No. Okay. Oh, okay. I was just like, oh, that's how it goes. Okay.
If he echoes, you can hear them. Him? What?
Okay.
Now he's, yeah, it's like the.
Oh. Where on would you rather be known as being clever or kind?
Ooh. I mean, kind. I can be clever, but I'd like to be known as being kind.
What if you were cleverly kind?
I mean, that
It was
too.
one or. These are the questions.
Yeah.
You
But
please-
That's why I said I'd like to be clever, like act clever, but I genuinely try to be kind to people, and so would like to be known as someone kind.
Oh, there's a good one.
Aw.
I mean, Caleb, grr, a villain.
I mean,
Grr.
I'm mean.
what do your favorite pajamas look like?
They look like basketball shorts and usually not a shirt, or sometimes a shirt.
Cozy.
Like
I don't
if
have
you,
like particular pajamas. I just have like basketball shorts or like comfy shorts that I don't wear outside that I sleep in.
fair. That's good. Okay, I think actually, I mean, you can ask him the last one. I mean, we already,
Right?
asked Strat, but it's inquiry minds always want to know.
Which, Kaven, I can't let you out yet. I'm sorry.
That's the husky.
Excuse the dog whining. Okay, would you rather cuddle with a Siberian Husky or a wiener dog?
Siberian Husky, 100%. I love cuddling with nice big dogs.
Yes.
Nice big floofy dog.
He's right here waiting.
There,
Making Miss Bear more. How dare you?
there were times with that dog. Steven had that dog when he was quite young, when we were roommates back in the day. I cut my hair.
Oh no.
I cut my hair at work. We were doing this thing for was like locks of love, and we were gonna donate. And then every department they would see who had the most hair to give. So I cut my hair. I had it in a baggie because I was gonna bring it to work, and little ponytails, right? She cut 2 ponytails, and so it was like 12 inches of hair, right? Which takes a hot minute to grow. I
Very
wake
much.
up in the morning to go to work, and this freaking dog had taken my hair out of that bag and literally spread it in the entire living room.
Meticulously took every strand out of the
Yeah,
clump.
like there
was no
wasn't a clump
hair.
left. It was just
It was like the longest
everywhere.
shag hair carpet you've ever seen in your
it was
life.
so, and it was
That's
like on the
good
couch, like it was on chairs. It was like over the fish tank, maybe in the fish tank. Like I don't even know.
Everywhere.
Amazing.
So he's a good dog, and I love him very much.
Yeah. Now that he's 14.
Yeah.
I mean, let's
just-
not even
Now he only started
start.
half there.
He did worse things than that, but we don't need to go into that.
We'll talk later. That's what we'll do.
We'll talk later.
These stories aren't fair, okay, honey.
All right, this is not a good place to talk. So while we're at it, why don't you go ahead and tell us where we can be finding you and on the internet? Where you?
Hello, man.
Where you?
You want to follow me on the
Just
socials? You can follow me on the Twitter at RobBRolling, because I
That's
do roll.
Bartholomew.
Robert Bartholomew Rolling. That's right. And of course, if you want to see me on stream, you can catch me every Wednesday evening on the Valdrian's channel, running my own 5th edition homebrew game called Revenge of the Gith. You can find me next Thursday on Dreams of Silver and Stone, playing the definitely not at all shady scoundrel. Don't worry, that's just the name of the class. I'm sure it has no bearing on how he acts. Clay. And you can find me on my own Twitch channel periodically. I'm still getting some things sorted out and scheduling done, but I'm a bit of a baby variety streamer, RobBRolling as well, where there's a ton of viewer rewards where you get to make decisions for me in game, which I'm sure won't lead to chaos and frustration, but that's the whole point. So
We like chaos.
Yeah.
chaos of a different kind.
All the
And-
chaos.
And I can never forget the wonderful Not Quite Heroes podcast. We're a 5e and Quest actual play podcast. You can find us at NQH Podcast on Twitter. Niffer, who was on last week, I'm sure told you how amazing it is. It's a great cast, and I may have a big hand in what's coming up next in the Not Quite Heroes. So keep your eyes out for the next release.
Yes, and all of those mentioned communities are all full of amazing people, so go check them out. Follow Robbie around. He tends to hang out with cool people. So
Yeah, 'cause I'm here, I mean, you can tell because I'm here right now.
obviously, right?
I mean, hello.
I'm so good with flattery. We talked about this. Yeah. So thank you everybody for being here, for having Rob here to hang out with us. We're going to be doing a lot more stuff on Roll for Chaos. This is our new home, and for Roll Charisma, and we will also be doing all sorts of fun, random things on this stream. So follow Roll for Chaos to see what kind of shenanigans we get up to and what we're going to do next. The Silver and Dreams of Silver and Stone starts shortly. Everybody keeps saying the date. It keeps going right out of my head.
11th.
Thank you. And yeah, so there's a whole bunch of really cool things going on. Follow us, hang out. Steven, you got anything to say?
Thank you so much for being here. We greatly appreciate it. So excited you've come to join us on the new channel home, and I am so excited to play with all these people in some amazing campaigns. So let's go. Can't wait to see you there.
Yes.
Excited.
As
All
I
right.
touch my arm rest, and I'm like,
Ooh. Oh, and also
Oh, yeah.
thanks a lot, Eva Star and McSherry, for producing and moderating tonight. I appreciate it. Everyone in chat, I know, appreciates it. Y'all are doing such a great job. And of course, thanks to our hosts who are so
Thank
wonderful.
you.
"Aw."
And yeah. And McSherry is like
A true delight. And
One of my new favorite people. Yeah.
yes,
best
correct.
mod ever.
Yeah.
Just like, hey.
I don't know what brought McSherry into our orbit, but I'm going to be ever thankful for it.
Yes.
No, but we have to have her on the show live, I think.
Honestly.
I think so.
We'll ask her inquiring mind. Yeah.
Inquiring
She
minds
just
need to know.
started like showing up in our chats and like doing things. It's like, this
Yeah.
is the funniest person, and then like getting all of our jokes.
Every single reference. And then all of a sudden she was just there in everything, and it was glorious.
Oh, is it Bees? Bees is clearing his throat. It's Bees' fault. Thank you,
Oh.
Bees.
Bees! You!
Please.
Bees.
What can we say?
I'm gonna have to have Bees back on the show too, because we keep mentioning him.
Yes.
All right, everybody.
Without further ado of procrastination, because we don't want to end.
I know it's hard. It's like that. Yeah. Anyway, thank you guys for hanging out and for being awesome, and stay cool.
Yeah. Love ya.
Mwah.
How long?